Uniswap to $15? Are you crazy?
Today for the Bitcoin price with Davinci J15. Guys, sit down and get ready for this special episode because we will be talking about Bitcoin. Now we will be talking about, with Davinci J15, what is likely to happen here in the immediate future for Bitcoin. Davinci will tell us exactly what he is expecting here once Bitcoin breaches here, this very important key level here, and you will be surprised what his prediction actually is. And guys, guess what? In the second part of the video, we will be talking about Uniswap. This is the DeFi altcoin everyone and their mother is talking about today. Binance listed it, Coinbase listed it. It is a huge volume and already the price is pumping like crazy. We will be talking about what exact price target we are predicting here for Uniswap in the immediate short term. And I can tell you, we will have an amazing debate upcoming in the end of the video between me and Davinci, because we have two completely different opinions about Uniswap, completely different price targets, expectations, whatever. Guys, you do not want to be missing out on that. This is juicy, this is jam-packed, so make sure you take a seat, make sure you also scroll down and you smash up here the like button, you press subscribe, press the bell, and also press on all. And with that being said, I want to come to the most important question of today. Davinci J15, I don't know why you are wearing a pink shirt today. However, how are you doing today, my man?
Well, at least it's not my dress, and I'm in the pipe. Bye.
A pink dress wouldn't be good, especially when we are looking out for Bitcoin finally breaking this 11.1K level, and we don't want to see anything red. Pink is fine. So thank you very much, Davinci, for this special episode. Usually we do it at a little bit of a different timing, but this one is important. So thanks for taking your time here from the office, doing some extra hours for our followers. Maybe we can pull up the charts and see what is most likely to happen with Bitcoin before we are going into Uniswap.
Well, I hope you're enjoying Dubai over there. I know you're now in Dubai instead of Thailand, and I'm looking forward to our video together discussing the pros and cons of Uniswap's new token, because we do have different opinions. Maybe I can convince you, maybe you can convince me. We'll see in this episode, so I'm looking forward to that.
Yes,
all right, now let me show everybody the charts for Bitcoin, because that's what everybody came for. Okay, a little bit of a jump cut, but we're here on the daily time frame, and we're looking at that Bitcoin has broken above the 13 EMA. This is a good thing, and you can see that we're backing off of the 30-day moving average, but also we're backing off the other important level here of $11,100, where you can see on this daily time frame that we backed off as well from that. Now, what are we going to do going forward is the quick key question. What's going to happen? Is Bitcoin going to go higher? Are we going to make a lot of money? Are we going to be all moon boy rich, Lamborghini rich? That's the real question everybody wants to know.
Long term for sure, if your hands are strong enough. But how about the short term, Davinci?
That is so true. That is so true. If you just buy Bitcoins, keep buying, and ignore these daily price actions, you'll be buying a Lamborghini. In what time frame? Is that the next thing you want to ask?
18 months.
I would say. What?
12 to 18 months?
Easily. Walk in the park. You just ignore all this noise. You put in as much as you possibly can, and you get your Lambo, if that's what you want.
After investing at your own risk, after your own research, considering that everything can be lost, especially saying invest as much as you can, obviously consider everything to be lost in the worst case. Yeah, but Davinci, how does it look like for Bitcoin now? Because We saw, I remember we had multiple videos where we talked about Bitcoin bouncing at the 11.1 because there was one person, institution, whatever, buying it up at this level. We eventually broke it afterwards, went significantly lower to 10,015, even 9,850. And now we are back so close here. We retested it already yesterday. So obviously my question is, Davinci, do you think we are going to break it? And even more importantly, when we are breaking it, when we are closing a daily buff, what do you think is going to happen?
Okay, listen, right. I really think that that we should test the 38.2, but we don't have to. Anything can happen in this market. Right now, we're bouncing off of the 20. Sorry, let me just bring that closer so that everybody can see that. We're bouncing off the 23.6 level for some reason, and you know, the market will do whatever the market wants to do, and so it bounced off of that. You see the candle bodies on the 1 hour is not breaching that level, so that we're clearly bounced off of that. Can we roll over and test the 38.2? Yes, we can. Can we go higher? Yes, we can. So this is a non-trade trade location. You can't trade this, right? Because you don't know which way it's going to go. Now, with that said, should Bitcoin decide to break the 11,100 level, that happens to be the only time that I would really consider a breakout trade.
Exactly.
Right? Because
we talked about it before and you mentioned that, and I was so surprised because I know you are everything but a fan of breakout trades. I myself, I like it, a confirmed breakout. I like to trade it, but I get your point. Like, it is still a very risky thing, especially huge volatility. You are joining the market when there is huge volatility already. And Davinci, I know you like to play from a position of strength. You like to buy the retracements and yeah, so I totally get the point. But can you maybe elaborate a little bit on why this breakout is different, and also more importantly, how is it different, and what are you expecting after this breakout? Where would you be closing your breakout trade? That's very important.
Well, you have to understand, right? We don't know what the future lies, right? You can only speculate, and it seems the obvious direction is higher. And the reason why is, like, let's compare that to if you're in Venezuela and you're seeing that they're printing a bunch of money. You don't know what's going to happen for sure with the economy in Venezuela, but you can speculate based on historical past that that's not going to work out very well, right? so you could say, well, I don't know what's going to happen, but based on what you're doing right now, historically, right, this is going to happen. And so what's going to happen with Bitcoin? Well, we have Bitcoin reducing its production supply, and also the dollars is increasing in supply. So you can hypothesize that we're going further higher than you think. So I really think that this breakout trade might do very well. Now, anything can happen because we're looking at the very, very short term, right? Right. It will go higher. It may take a while. So you have to just decide, okay, well, this is just a bet. So don't bet the farm. Should you take the breakout trade, you bet maximum your losses. If this takes off and gets up to, let's just pretend we're going to take this breakout trade. What do you do? And then we'll take a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio and see where that takes us. And if that takes us, it'd be interesting to see where that takes us, because I did not prepare this before the show. If this took us over 12,000, that would have made that would have been beautiful, because that would have been like, okay, definitely you want to hold that for a higher risk return or ratio. So it takes us approximately to 11,900 almost. So that's good enough, right? So you would basically take that risk at the breakout to 11,900 and say, okay, well, if we get there, maybe I'll take some off the table. Maybe I'll set some to. I'll set it all to stop at a break even. Whatever you want to do, but that's where you would take a target. So even if you want to take it all the profits, that's fine as well there, and then look for the next trade. Whatever you want to do, and then we would say, okay, if this thing breaks basically the $12,000 level, right? You can see that would be the definite takeoff point. And I think you could actually hold this trade if you were to get into this breakout trade. You could hold this trade all the way to the 13,000, 13,500 level easily, and make a serious amount of money.
Yeah, especially considering that if you are trading this even on a low leverage, that could be a very, very interesting trade with a pretty well set stop loss here, I would say, just in case we were to be rejected, because there is still this as other scenario. We have strong resistance at 11.1k. In case we were to be rejected, just a quick consolidation before we go into the phase mode and we talk about Uniswap. We talk about this new hottest altcoin in the DeFi space right now. Davinci, what would you say? What is likely to happen when we are getting rejected at the 11.1k level once again, like yesterday?
Well, if we do get rejected at 11.1k, look for the 38.2 at 10,600 to be the next bouncing. If we bounce off of that level, that would be that you could see that it lines up for the breakout. That here, let me just zoom in a little bit, right? Because it lines up with the breakout, and I'm going to make sure that you guys see this clearly. That you can see we broke out, retested it once, retested it twice, and almost a third time we retested the breakout level. And so that has to hold for us to continue going higher. Failing that, we have to retest, unfortunately, the $10,000 level.
Yeah. So you know what? From these two scenarios, I prefer number one. I prefer Bitcoin breaking the 11.1k after we were rejected yesterday. That would be my preferred scenario, especially considering what is most likely to happen afterwards. Thank you so much for that. We have a very clear game plan here. I will leave the trading setup here in our free Telegram group. Also, once again, you can go into our pinned comment and you find our free Telegram group there. You can join us. We are nearly 20,000 people, by far the biggest crypto community, based community in crypto on Telegram in the world. This is only because of you. Whoever is not in there, join us right now. It is completely for free. And I wanted to talk with you, Davinci, also about the DeFi section, because today, not even 24 hours ago, something crazy happened there. I think everyone knows this name, Uniswap. It is this decentralized exchange everyone and their mother is using. I'm using it, Davinci. I know you are using it. But then there's the question, do they really need a token? And now that there's a token out, where's the value coming from? A lot of people just got free money, and usually there is nothing like free money. When something sounds too good to be true, it is probably not true. So this is something we want to talk about. We want to maybe also quote some price targets and whether it's a good buy or not. So guys, make sure you stick here, because I think that this token, we will be talking about that still in 2 weeks. We will be talking about that in 2 months. In my opinion, I think it will be an important one. I can be proven wrong. But now, first of all, before we are going into it, before we are going into price targets, about our evaluation about this specific DeFi altcoin, Uniswap, I wanted to ask you, Davinci, what is your take on it? I know you're holding a small bag because it's free money, right? So what's your take on Uniswap?
Well, I have to apologize for the lighting and the sunlight's in my face, and yeah, you can see that it's coming through here. I'm not in my office. I'm not in my studio. That thanks to everybody who's purchased DJ15 tokens. Thank you for building that studio just for you that has purchased those tokens, and we will definitely take care of you because of that. Now, about the Uniswap token, I find it unbelievable. Let's look at this logically, people. Let's look at this logically. Okay, what is exactly Uniswap? Chris, do you agree that Uniswap is just a contract, a Ethereum contract where there's no central authority gaining money from that contract? Yes or no?
Yes, and that's the nice thing about it. Is there any central authority in Bitcoin?
No. Okay, so you agree with that, right? You agree with that statement, right?
Yes.
Okay. Then on top of that, right, they have not produced, they do not gain any money from people using their product, right? So that means that they're doing this pretty much pro bono, right?
Like the
Correct?
Bitcoin developers.
Yes. Okay. And so they have decided to attach a token to this particular contract for using the contract, right? Like Sushi Swap has done. They allowed you to earn a token for using their exchange, basically their decentralized exchange. And there is no additional value created by that token. What is the additional value created by that token?
Yeah, so I'm going over here into this article and scrolling down. They actually attached, and this is what I like about that, because they will bargain from the value of the token increasing, just like CZ is bargaining from the value of BNB in increasing in value. So you have a nice incentive structure of them being basically forced to attach a nice use case to it. But they already here in this version, they already have some use cases attached to it. I will also elaborate a little bit on what I would personally attach in case of if I would be Uniswap. But here they said they will have a Uniswap governance. So I understand that they will have a decentralized autonomous organization and people can actually vote with the token, which is a nice thing. I mean, this is why we are here for, right? And then they have the Uni community treasury, which is of course important for this specific project. They have a protocol fee switch. I don't know about this point. They have a default list, so token.uniswap.eth. But basically, if you go to this through this article here, I will leave it in the description down below. They already have 8 different use cases here. And what I really liked about that is that they gave these tokens away completely for free for everyone who used the platform, not to get the tokens, but to actually use the platform. So only people who already use the platform now get a hold of the tokens. So everyone who wanted to sell it, probably most of them already sold it. And yeah, I just like it that they didn't announce it, they just gave it to the people. So that was the first nice thing. They didn't raise money from these users. They just gave it for free and they can use it now on the platform, which is the whole point of the token. And then as the second point, you have all these use cases. And there's so much room to expand the use cases. You could, for example, make a launch pad on Uniswap and make decentralized finance projects raise funds on Uniswap, and you can only invest with the Uniswap token, for example. And then looking a little bit into the future and seeing this DeFi hype evolving even more, and everyone is FOMOing into these private sales or public sales, well, that would create a lot of demand for that token. And this is just one thing which came into my mind. You just saw with BNB, they started with 20%, like a laughable 20% discount on their token. But what do they have right now? Like, it's crazy. Like, no fees if you trade with BNB. You need BNB to invest in IEOs. If you are an affiliate, you need to hold at least 1 or 10,000 BNB to get more affiliate commission, and so on and so on. I really think there is a huge use case behind it, especially with the exchange use case, with the decentralized finance use case. And then looking at the macro numbers, they have more than $500 million in volume per day, millions of users, more than $1 billion locked up in liquidity, $59 million already paid out in fees. So in my opinion, in a short amount of time, because it is so disruptive, this decentralized exchange, they already are generating more volume than Coinbase, and they are already generating 10% of the volume of Binance, which is the biggest player in the space. So in my opinion, it is, in my opinion, a good buy. I am putting in risk capital. I bought at $2.70 approximately. I consider everything to be lost. It is possible, but I think it is a good play in the long run. I even think that in a massive hype bubble, and also considering the volume of Uniswap, for example, compared to KuCoin or compared to Binance, which is 10 times higher, even a $15 price for Uniswap would be possible, obviously taking into consideration that it might as well just go to zero, right? If there's a bug in the smart contract, or if the team is not coming up with new nice use cases, obviously we have to be prepared for this bad scenario. But I think, well, it can hit $10, it can hit $15, because this is my last point. You also have other projects building on top of Uniswap, making it more useful, where you have limit orders, where you have like order book aggregation, and Uniswap is going within these order book aggregations as well. I know they don't have an order book, but like you have Unilayer, Unitrade, and many of these second layers building on top of Uniswap, making more utility for the platform itself. So like taking all of this together, I think it is a good play. I see utility behind it. And when there is utility, when there are incentive structures, I see value behind it, especially if you compare to KuCoin shares or so, which has the same valuation, but a significantly lower volume.
Yeah, with all due respect, I respect your opinion, but I have to disagree. Where I see the problem is that Binance is effectively a corporation that is providing quality service that they earn value from, and they're using that value that they've earned from providing a service to incentivize people buying it by purchasing the asset and burning the tokens. So they are actually earning wealth through the providing of quality service, whilst Uniswap, they cannot earn wealth from providing the service because it's just a general contract. And we can disagree, and I want everybody to make their own minds up who is right. I just feel respectfully, Chris, that you are in a bubble kind of thing mentality with that. When you look at Uniswap and you buy it for these things that you're saying seems very not substance. That has no substance, no real value, and I'm a little concerned that you might be in the bubble phase of this. And I'll let you answer that, but I have more to say.
Yeah, I just wanted to answer one thing. I would understand the point you made with Binance being the bargainer in that, and they are creating the value and burning the tokens. But in Uniswap, you have with these tokens 21.51% allocated to the team. So they are highly incentivized to add value to the token, obviously, because they are holding the token and they can sell it once the vesting period is over. So I see a very good incentive structure behind it. And the reason, only another reason why I am so pumped about it, I'm even more pumped about it. And once again, I could be wrong. Don't go out there and buy it. Don't laugh at me if it goes to zero. This is risk capital. But another reason why I'm pumped about it is you could go out and buy KuCoin shares or so, for example. But what excites me about it is exactly what you are criticizing about it. And that's the decentralized nature. You have a decentralized autonomous organization. You don't have a central authority. And you have a token where there is value and a use case attached to it within I mean, this is the whole reason why I'm in this space. I'm not here to buy Binance Coin or so. I bought Binance Coin, but I'm not here to buy Binance Coin. I'm here to buy Bitcoin. I'm here to buy Uniswap. Like, this is exactly the reason why I came into this space in the first place. And this is exactly what makes me so excited about it. And so like I see, like we have here completely different standpoints, but I think that's what makes this discussion more juicy. And maybe you guys can leave your thoughts in the comment section down below as well.
Yeah, I you know what? I'm not Peter Schiff, right? If I get the right information, if I get different information, my opinion will change. But at this point in time, based on the information I do know, I feel that the fact that they are decentralized, the fact that they are giving themselves like 40% of the tokens, and there's going to be 1 billion of the tokens that are going to be released. Yes, they will only receive the tokens after, I believe it was 4 years. The development team will get that after 4 years, and that means that those tokens, 40% of the billion, will not be used.
21.
After the what was it? What was it?
21%.
Yes, that percentage will, the 21% will not be used. However, 1 billion tokens is a lot to come into the market. Those tokens are going to be farmed using, all you have to do is lock up your Ethereum without risking any capital effectively, and actually earning approximately 0.3% in dollar terms by locking up your capital, both your DAI, both your and Ethereum, both your Tether and Ethereum, and a lot of other coins. You can lock them, both those up at the same time, and both not only own the 0.3% on the dollar value of those lockups, but also the token value of Uniswap. And that it concerns me, because everybody can do that. I can do that. You can do that. So where's the value in that? And that's my question. And I don't see that value. And maybe I'm wrong. And I'm willing to say that I'm wrong. I'm willing to concede that I might be wrong, because I'm not Peter Schiff, right?
Well, I think if you look at Cardano developing since years and not really bringing something you can touch out, and then comparing it with an easy smart contract where you can basically only swap between one A and B, like it can't be easier, the user interface. But look at what they achieved in a few weeks, in a few months, millions of users, more volume than Coinbase, an exchange basically valued billions and billions of dollars, where smart billionaires invested. Well, this smart contract provides more liquidity than Coinbase right now. So I think it is pretty disruptive. We have problems with Ethereum, right? So of course this has to be solved. It's insane. Today I made 5 transactions. I had to pay $250 in fee just to get it through very quickly. So this is a huge problem. But there's always risk involved. But I'm very, very certain that it was a good decision, in my opinion, with all the information I have provided. I bought at $2.70. I think I disclosed it here on Twitter. You can go over to my Twitter and you will see this tweet here. And also you can check the time. It was at $2.70 here. And where's the price right now, actually? Yeah, $3.90. It is pumping right now. But who knows where the price is tomorrow, right? It's not my point. But yeah, so I think it might be a good buy here. And you can see, this is my last ending point. Davinci, you are very smart, much smarter than me probably. I know that I'm also smart, and I know that our community is smart, but who are the really smart people? CZ is extremely smart. Coinbase, the listing team, is smart. And what did they do? They are scared scared AF. The moment Uniswap was announced, Binance listed it immediately thereafter. Once they got their contract in their hand, they listed it. Coinbase listed it. They are scared. I think they listed it because they know that there is a huge demand, and if they are not listing it, they are losing customers. And I think this fear is one of the best points to prove my point here. And I think only time will tell what will happen in the end, right?
Exactly. That's right. Time will tell which one of us is right. And honestly, I may not have all the information. And so I'm going to do some more research. And if the facts that I've learned change, I will change, of course. But from my point of view at this point, it looks like a bubble. It looks like nonsense to me.
Yeah, same here. I actually had only today to research it. So obviously I don't have all the information provided. And of course I am biased, being a heavy believer in decentralization. Of course, like, it's very easy to fall into the bubble you mentioned. So who knows? Let's wait and see. I will be loving here to read your comments in the comment section down below. What are your thoughts, guys? Are you on Davinci's side? Are you on my side? We are one crypto family, obviously. Both opinions are accepted. I would be loving to see your comments in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for joining us today, Davinci. Do you have maybe any updates to share? Any last words about Pandora's wallet, whatever?
Yeah, we're going to be opening up a group, the Telegram group for Pandora's wallet, no, Davinci J15 token. And so if you own any of the tokens, you will have access to that token. The developer's working on the bot, and once that's available, I think we'll probably let everybody in at first. Depends on how the developer programs the bot, and then later on remove people if you don't have the token. So yeah, look forward to that next week. And if you purchase Pandora's wallet, you will be obviously eligible to get free Davinci J15 tokens. I'm going to take 10% of whatever you purchased in for the subscription and purchase that in Davinci J15 tokens and hand that to you on Pandora's wallet. So look out for that. And yeah, thank you for letting me mention that.
Yeah, sure. I will leave the link in the description down below. I am actually surprised how you developed this project. I remember how it looked like 6 months ago. I was already thrilled about it, but now it is like a completely different game. Everyone who didn't download it so far, scroll down, download this wallet. It is an amazing product, and it is certainly improving the space since it is helping the decentralization. You are holding your own private keys while you can trade on exchanges. This is a truly revolutionary thing. Wow, I am tired, man. It's like 1:45 a.m. in the morning. So thank you everyone for watching. Thanks for scrolling down, smashing up the like button. I will edit this video as fast as possible, get it up as fast as possible, because I want to sleep and read your comments afterwards as well. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. And Davinci, do you have any last words to share before we are wrapping it up for today?
Always play from a position of strength, and that's 10,600. And don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.